you get the most girls when you're not focused on girls. It's a total paradox. When you don't want any girls, you're like, fuck, dude, I'm just focused on money, my business, my mission, purpose. They all come. Or when you're in another relationship, that's when so many girls start hitting you up. Then when you get out of a relationship, you're single, all right, cool, let's hop back on the horse. All the girls are just gone. It's like they sense it, bro. They can sense the competition when other girls are around you and other girls desire you. Because girls will look at other girls, and when they see girls around this guy or other girls desire this guy, it already eliminates the fact that they have to do the pre-qualification. Another girl did it for her. So she did the pre-qualification of, is this guy a weirdo? Obviously not. He's with a hot girl. Is he good in bed? Probably, because he's with a hot girl.
They don't even know that that's going in their brain.
Yes, and that's why they're more likely to go for dudes who are in relationships. Guys like Dan Bilzerian, guys like Pete Davidson, even though he's ugly as fuck. It's crazy how many guys don't understand this stuff. It's like they think, oh, won't a girl find me more attractive if I'm only into her and I'm only looking at her and I'm only obsessed with her? When you do that, she runs away.
That's what she's going to tell you that she wants, but she doesn't know what she wants.
Because they're emotional. Like that's the biggest thing I think guys face is like giving a fuck. Like too many guys give a fuck about pointless shit. About some girl who's not texting them back or not calling them back, which is like, bro, why do you care? Like from a third person perspective, like you and me looking down on this dude, we're like, what are you doing? But I understand because I was in that position where it's like when you're in the moment, like that's all you care about. It's like that one person not responding to your text, that one person not responding to your calls, or that one girl who's hanging out with some other dude, and you're so frustrated. And for me, when I had those issues, I'd go search up videos on, okay, why won't this girl text me back? Why won't this girl do this, you know? And I found Coach Corey Wayne. I started watching his videos, started learning from his work. And then all my other buddies, they started to like ask me questions because I started to get good with girls after learning it and applying the information from some dude.
What was the one thing that you learned at the beginning that helped you not care, not give a fuck, and be able to break that little circle?
So that first, you do things for the girl, right? So when you hear stop caring, walk away and talk to other girls, the guys will do that for the girl still. They're still doing it to attract the girl. And for me, it was the same thing. I was walking away from the girl for the girl. And that's very temporary, because once you get the girl back, you revert back to your same behaviors. You didn't actually become better. You didn't actually become stronger. You didn't actually start to love yourself. You just did a tactic that you learned to get the girl. And so the biggest thing is you have to learn that, no, it's not just a tactic. It's an actual mindset where it's like you have to actually love yourself. When a person loves themselves, you don't allow girls or other people to disrespect you or walk away from you or treat you like you're not valuable, right? And so when you start to love yourself and respect yourself, you're like, you know what, I don't even want this girl anymore. You know, I don't want a girl who doesn't want me.
Yeah.
And so you just walk away.
How can you tell when a relationship is not meant to be something for long, and how do you handle that?
Yeah, I mean, I think for a relationship to last, I mean, it's your guys' goals and values have to be aligned. And sometimes those things change, you know? So it could be whenever, like if your goals and values change, you know, she's got to be on board with you. And if she's not, then she's got to go. Being nice, being a good guy, they all kind of mix together. They all get confused together. But I think basically when I talk about simping, I talk about, is what you're doing being reciprocated or is it being appreciated? So when you're holding a door open for a girl, is she actually appreciating it, or is she talking to other dudes behind your back? When you're going on a date with a girl and you're paying for the food, is she actually appreciating it, or is she just using it for your money? Right? And so a lot of guys are doing a lot of these things and they're not getting appreciated. They're getting walked over. The girl's using them. That's simping, especially if it's constant over and over and over. If it happens once, cool. You walk away from the girl, never talk to her again, right? That's the difference between a simp and a guy who actually understands himself and he's nice and he's a gentleman. Is like the simp will just keep allowing it to happen over and over and over because he's insecure. He's fearful of losing the girl because he puts her on a pedestal. Yeah. He values her way more than he values his own like values and beliefs and how he views himself, right? And the gentleman, he does all these things until the girl disrespects him, doesn't value it, and doesn't appreciate it. He's like, all right, cool. Another girl that might value it and appreciate it, I'm going to do it for her, right? Yeah. That's just how he is. Yeah. So I think that's the main difference for sure.
Yeah, the walking away, I think that is something that is very hard for guys to do initially. Yeah. I think, and I want to speak to guys like around your age and younger.
Yeah.
As you get older, I think it gets way easier.
I valued walking away because it would have saved me so much time in the past. Like I used to talk to girls hours on the phone on FaceTime, lead to no sex. I would talk to girls for months and months and months, lead to no sex. I would be best friends with a girl, for months and months and months, lead to no sex.
The best friend thing, like
No,
that happened to me when I
Yeah.
was younger, when I was like about your age.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I will never be friends with a girl
Yeah.
ever again.
Yep.
If I'm attracted to
Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
But I had to go through fucking heartbreak.
Yeah, you have to waste a bunch of time to realize, fuck, I just
man.
wasted this much time and it led to nothing. So I think every guy has to learn the hard way, and they have to learn like, okay, cool. If you know this now, so that's why I talk about this so much on my podcast. That's why I try to share it to the world. Is like, if guys know it, they have no excuse not to do it, you know. But I didn't. Back when I was doing it, I had no one telling me. I had no best friend telling me like, dude, you're wasting your time. I had a bunch of simp friends as well who were doing the same shit. So it kind of just like, you know, made my behavior okay, or kind of like, you know, whatever I was doing, it seemed as okay because everyone was promoting.
Or average.
Yeah, her girlfriends were telling me, yeah, just keep calling her, yeah, keep sending her gifts, you know. So it's like her girlfriends hype it up, your simp friends are doing the same shit. So it's like you need to surround yourself with dudes who are on your level or doing where you want to be at. Like you want to be surrounded by dudes who are high level guys who respect themselves, guys who love themselves. And sadly, it's very difficult for guys to find other dudes who are like-minded. So that's why I created Alpha's Only Club. That's why I created all these groups for guys to find other like-minded men. And we have meetups all the time in different places around the world so guys can hang out, meet each other. Just because that's something I lacked. I just lacked, you know, a dude who was better than me or at my level who would just give me advice. I had to go search for it, you know? So that's the one thing is like, fuck, if you don't have those things, you're basically against the media, you're against society, you're against your parents. If they're also in a bad relationship, you're basically against everyone. And it's very hard to succeed on your own when you have all these forces against you.